One act of legislation passed by the HSPCI is the H.R. 6304 FISA Amendment Act of 2008, which I believe has many more cons than pros. Some of the pros, however, do include an increased time for warrantless surveillance from 48 hours to 7 days for Americans located outside of the U.S., with probable cause that they are an agent of foreign power. I believe this is a pro because after 7 days, if the court denies the application, the information obtained cannot be offered as evidence. Another pro is the requirement of FISA court permission to target wiretaps at Americans who are overseas. I think it's very important to have the court's permission to do any sort of targeting on American citizens. And finally, it prohibits targeting a foreigner to eavesdrop on an American's calls or emails without court's approval, which is a popular loophole that was being done before the 2008 amendment. And now let's talk about some of the reasons it does more harm than good. It permits the government not to keep records of searches and destroy existing records, although it requires them to keep the records for a period of 10 years. I believe that this limits accountability, especially in any investigations that might be done in the future. It requires government agencies to cease warranted surveillance of a targeted American who is abroad if said person enters the United States. I believe that if that person can be targeted while abroad, they should also be targeted once they reach home soil because they are a danger. And it allows eavesdropping in emergencies without court approval, provided the government files required papers within a week. I do not believe that any sort of eavesdropping should be allowed without court approval.